In the pages of history, Masada stands as a fortress of bravery, much like the Sierra Madre in the South China Sea, a symbol of resilience. Built by King Herod the Great around 30 BCE in the Judean desert, Masada became a refugee for Jewish rebels during the First Jewish-Roman War. Against overwhelming Roman forces, nearly 1,000 defenders resisted for 3 years before choosing death over surrender. Led by Eleazar ben Yair, they made a collective decision to avoid captivity, leaving behind a haunting legacy of defiance. Masada's story mirrors the unwavering spirit of bravery. Fast forward to the Sierra Madre, a grounded World War II-era vessel in the South China Sea. Its rusted hull and fragile state belie its significance. Purposefully placed on Second Thomas Shoal, it symbolizes the Philippines' defiance, a resolute stand against territorial encroachment. Both Masada and the Sierra Madre echo the same refrain: sovereignty, sacrifice, and the unyielding will to endure. They remind us that even in turbulent waters, the human spirit remains unbreakable. The history of the Sierra Madre, originally the USS LST-821, stretches back to its grounding on a reef near the Second Thomas Shoal in the Spratly Islands, intentionally stranded to reinforce the Philippines' claim to sovereignty over the area. The ship remains a significant outpost despite its dilapidated condition. While media attention has largely focused on its role in international disputes, less has been said about its extensive history spanning 3 navies and multiple continents over 5 decades. Beginning as USS LST-821, the tank landing ship was launched in 1944 and primarily served in ferrying supplies across the Pacific during World War II. After the war, it was decommissioned but reactivated during the Vietnam War to support the Mobile Riverine Force. Renamed USS Harnett County, it underwent significant modifications to serve as a floating base for helicopter gunships and patrol boats, earning commendations for its service in Vietnam. In 1970, it was transferred to South Vietnam, where it continued its service until the fall of Saigon in 1975. Amidst the chaos of the evacuation, the ship played a critical role in rescuing thousands of refugees, eventually finding its way to Subic Bay in the Philippines. Following negotiations with the Philippine government, it was transferred to Philippine custody and renamed BRP Dumagat, later becoming the Sierra Madre. Despite its illustrious past, the Sierra Madre now languishes in a state of decay, its hull marked by rust and punctured by holes. While doubts persist about its structural integrity and longevity, it remains anchored as a symbol of defiance and a reminder of the challenges faced in disputed waters. The strategic significance of Second Thomas Shoal for the Philippines cannot be overstated within the context of the South China Sea's geopolitical dynamics. Anchored within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, EEZ, Second Thomas Shoal serves as a pivotal point in asserting Manila's territorial claims over the Spratly Islands and the surrounding waters. Symbolized by the deliberate grounding of the Sierra Madre, a World War II-era ship in 1999, the shoal stands as a tangible assertion of sovereignty for the Philippines despite competing claims, particularly from China. By maintaining a presence on the Sierra Madre, the Philippines solidifies its stance of its territorial rights. The shoal offers access to vital shipping lanes and trade routes, enhancing the Philippines' ability to monitor and safeguard its interests in the region. Control over Second Thomas Shoal enables Manila to conduct surveillance and respond to potential threats or activities by other claimant states, reinforcing its strategic posture and defensive capabilities. Despite its significance, Second Thomas Shoal faces numerous challenges and tensions, particularly stemming from China's assertive actions in the area. The Sierra Madre, stationed on the shoal, endures deterioration due to rust and damage, exacerbated by China's effective blockade preventing supplies from reaching Philippine personnel stationed aboard. Furthermore, China's occupation of nearby Mischief Reef allows it to deploy ships swiftly, hindering access to Second Thomas Shoal and escalating maritime confrontations with the Philippines. Demonstrating its commitment to safeguarding its territorial integrity and asserting its rights, the Philippines has allocated significant resources towards the development of Second Thomas Shoal, with a budget of approximately $1.8 million allocated in its 2024 national budget for constructing a permanent structure on the shoal, intended as a base for Marines and a shelter for fishermen. The heightened tensions surrounding the Sierra Madre stems from China's aggressive actions in the South China Sea, particularly its blockade of resupply missions to the stranded vessel at the Second Thomas Shoal. Despite the Sierra Madre's deteriorating condition, it remains a significant obstacle to China's expansive territorial claims in the region. prompting Beijing to implement a blockade to exert control. China's blockade strategy involves naval patrols and coercive measures to hinder Philippine efforts to deliver essential supplies to the Sierra Madre. This not only undermines the Philippines' sovereignty, but also jeopardizes the safety and well-being of the personnel stationed aboard the vessel. Perceiving the Sierra Madre as a challenge to its hegemonic aspirations in the South China Sea, China has publicly demanded the removal of the vessel. By doing so, China aims to assert its power and erase any evidence of resistance to its territorial claims in the area.
1999年5月，菲律宾派57号坦克登陆舰在仁爱礁非法坐滩，中方当即提出严正交涉，要求菲方立即拖走该军舰。菲方一再承诺尽快拖走军舰，但20多年过去了，菲方的军舰还在原地搁浅。菲方出尔反尔，言而无信，严重的违反多次向中方做出的承诺。
The frequent confrontations between Chinese and Philippine vessels during resupply attempts serve as stark reminders of the tense situation in the region. These incidents highlight the potential for the conflict to escalate rapidly. China's aggressive blockade of the Sierra Madre highlights its determination to assert dominance over the South China Sea. In response to Chinese aggression, the Philippines remains steadfast in its commitment to defending its sovereignty and upholding international law. However, diplomatic efforts to ease tensions have yielded limited results. The Sierra Madre holds a profound significance as a symbol of sovereignty for the Philippines, representing the nation's unwavering commitment to defending its territorial claims and protecting its interests. Here's why the Sierra Madre is such a potent emblem of Philippine sovereignty. The Sierra Madre is not just a sunken ship, but a deliberate assertion of Philippine sovereignty.
This is Philippine Navy Warship Lima Sierra 507. You are violating rule number 7. You are advised to keep clear immediately.
Grounded on 2nd Thomas Shoal in 1999, it serves as a tangible marker of the Philippines' territorial claims in the region. This historic action sends a clear message to the international community about the Philippines' ownership and jurisdiction over the area. Despite facing decades of exposure to harsh environmental conditions and decay, the Sierra Madre remains steadfast. The dedication of the Filipino Marines stationed aboard the vessel reflects the nation's resilience and determination to uphold its sovereignty, even in the face of adversity. The ship is grounded within the Philippines' Exclusive Economic Zone, EEZ, and within the 2nd Thomas Shoal. Control over this shoal enables the Philippines to monitor maritime activities, protect its fishing rights, and assert its sovereign authority over the surrounding waters. China's expansive territorial claims in the South China Sea pose a direct challenge to the Philippines' sovereignty. By maintaining the Sierra Madre on 2nd Thomas Shoal, the Philippines defiantly asserts its rights and rejects external claims that infringe upon its sovereignty. The ship stands as a tangible symbol of the Philippines' refusal to cede territory to foreign powers. The logistical constraints surrounding the resupply missions to the Sierra Madre at 2nd Thomas Shoal are multifaceted. 2nd Thomas Shoal, where the Sierra Madre is positioned, is a remote and isolated feature in the South China Sea. The shoal's shallow waters and precarious perch make it difficult for ships to approach, especially larger vessels. With only one small entry point, navigating to the Sierra Madre becomes even more challenging, as any navigation error or mishap could disrupt the supply of essential goods. Mischief Reef, controlled by China, is located near 2nd Thomas Shoal, increasing the risk of interference during resupply missions. Chinese vessels stationed at Mischief Reef can swiftly deploy to intercept or hinder resupply efforts to the Sierra Madre, complicating logistics and raising the stakes of potential conflict. Transporting supplies to the Sierra Madre requires specialized vessels capable of navigating shallow seas. Carrying bulky building supplies for repairs and maintenance adds to the logistical complexity, demanding meticulous planning and efficient resource management. In the face of these logistical challenges, the Philippines must coordinate, carefully plan, and allocate effective resources to overcome these constraints and maintain a sustainable presence on the shoal. In essence, The Sierra Madre stands as more than just a sunken vessel. It symbolizes the Philippines' commitment to sovereignty in the face of adversity. Despite its deteriorating condition and the logistical challenges surrounding resupply missions, the Sierra Madre remains a potent emblem of defiance and territorial claim in the South China Sea. As tensions persist and geopolitical dynamics evolve, the Sierra Madre serves as a reminder of the enduring struggle for maritime territories and resources, highlighting the complexities of sovereignty and the resilience of nations in asserting their rights.